Fighting for a place on the finals board now. More contenders in 15 to 1.
Sheila Kennedy from Edinburgh, Judith Fowler from Corby in Northamptonshire, Eileen Flower from Seaford in East Sussex, Jean Freeman from Rye, East Sussex, Brian Bradbury from Burnley in Lancashire, Tony Blackburn from Kingsbury in London, Derek Cousins from West Wickham in Kent, John Ainsworth from Prenton on Merseyside, Harry Davis from Dunstable in Bedfordshire, David Powell from Colford in Gloucestershire, Paul Maynard from Weaverham in Cheshire, Sue Butcher from Chepstow in Gwent, Gary Mordett from Sleaford in Lincolnshire, George Little from Reigate in Surrey, and Andrew Clayton from Hay Mills in the West Midlands are all here to play 15 to 1. Introduced by William G. Stewart.
Thank you. Hello. Our previous winner today is Sheila Kennedy from Edinburgh. Welcome back, Sheila. There's the finals board. Today's targets are Glenn Scoley, who was the first winner of the present series, and Ian Henderson. And a winning score above 101 would put both of them on the sidelines. The questions are ready, so off we go. 2 questions each in the first round, 1 correct answer from you to survive, and we start with our previous winner, Sheila Kennedy. Sheila, the arts. If something is described as being terpsichorean, to which art does it relate?
Dancing.
Judith, advertising. Which beer is advertised as the cream of Manchester? Rather glamorously, Boddingtons. Eileen, the Right Reverend Richard Chartres, who will be enthroned in the new year, is to be the new Anglican Bishop of where? London. Jean, the name, please, of the Berkshire Air Base, which was once a cruise missile base and is now being restored to open land for common use.
Greenham Common.
Brian, please, motorways. Which motorway has junctions with the M3, M23, M26, M20, M11, M1, M40 and M4?
M25.
Tony, which mountain at 3,210 feet is England's highest peak?
Scafell.
Yes, Scafell Pike, yes, in the Lake District. Derek, the telephone dialling code for dialling the UK from outside the UK is what?
010.
44. John, please. What number would you dial anywhere within the United Kingdom to find out the time from the speaking clock?
123.
Harry, please. What is the name of the Royal Air Force's aerobatic team?
Red Devils.
The Red Arrows. David, who plays Kate Swift, the heroine of Class Act on ITV?
Joanna Lumley.
Paul, set in his native Bombay, who wrote the novel The Moor's Last Sigh, which made this year's Booker Prize shortlist?
Salman Rushdie.
Sue, in which Commonwealth country are the official languages Sinhala and Tamil?
Sri Lanka.
Gary, according to the Quran, there have been many thousands of prophets, but only 6 of them brought new laws or dispensations. Adam and Muhammad are 2. 2 of the remaining 4, please.
Moses and Isaiah.
Moses and who?
Isaiah.
Abraham, Moses, Noah and Jesus. George, BBC Radio 4, in the psychiatrist's chair. The name of the psychiatrist, please.
Anthony Clare.
Andrew, the animal world. What does it mean if a creature is described as being arboreal?
It lives in trees.
Sheila, your second question, television. The name, please, of the former host of the quiz show Blockbusters, who currently presents the new ITV game show Raise the Roof.
Bob Holness.
Yes, Bob Holness. Judith, food and drink. What name is given to the Swedish hors d'oeuvre, which consists of a cold collation of open sandwiches served with an assortment of delicacies?
Smorgasbord.
Eileen, motor racing. At which motor racing circuit is the British Grand Prix held?
Brands Hatch.
Silverstone. Jean, please. Law and order. In legal matters, what Act of Parliament is abbreviated as PACE? P-A-C-E.
Police and Criminal Evidence.
Act, yes.
Yes.
Brian, please. Metaphysics and logic are 2 branches of which academic discipline?
Psychology.
Philosophy. Tony, Greek mythology. Who was the last king of Troy?
Priam.
Derek, please. Opera. In which Verdi opera does a Scottish lord conspire with his wife to make himself king?
Macbeth.
John, which motorcar manufacturing company makes the Legend, Shuttle and Prelude models?
Honda.
Harry, specifically, where in the human body are the intercostal muscles?
The nose.
Between the ribs. David, what is the name of the monthly magazine published by the Lawn Tennis Association as the Tennis Magazine?
I don't know.
It's called Serve and Volley. Paul, medicine. Hyperglycemia is an excess of what in the blood?
Red blood cells.
Sugar or glucose. Sue, Shakespeare, or from Shakespeare. How many ages of man are there?
3.
7. Gary, the rainbow. Red is at one end of the spectrum. What colour is at the other end of the spectrum?
Violet.
George, please. From what country would someone described as a Hellene come?
Greece.
Andrew, Britain's 2 longest-lived monarchs at the time of their deaths were both 81. One was Queen Victoria. Who was the other?
George III.
He was. 2 down, 13 to go. Laura?
And they are Eileen Flower and Harry Davis. And of the remaining 13 contestants, 6 still have their 3 lives intact.
First question in round 2 for you, Sheila. From the latest figures available of English Heritage's 10 most visited sites, 2 are on the Isle of Wight. Osborne House is one. What's the other?
Don't know.
Carisbrooke Castle, where Charles I was imprisoned. Judith? Books, the thrillers, Vote to Kill, The Smile on the Face of the Tiger. The author is a Member of Parliament. What's his name?
Geoffrey Archer.
Douglas Hurd. Jean, please. Wine. What is the technical term for the wire that holds the cork in a bottle of sparkling wine?
I'm afraid I don't know.
It's called the muzzle. Brian, Scotland. The name, please, of the ancient university town that lies between the mouths of the River Dee and the River Don.
Dundee.
Aberdeen. Tony, television. What is the name of the ITV series introduced by Michael Aspel which investigates unexplained phenomena?
Strange but true.
A number, please?
13.
Still television, Gary. Which programme, first shown in 1965, was revived this year with Michael Parkinson as the presenter? Going for a Song, the Antiques programme. Again, please, Tony.
11.
The New Testament, please, Paul. The Gospel of St John. Who was the first person to see Jesus after he rose from the tomb?
The gardener.
Mary Magdalene. Again, please.
10.
David, from which mythological character is the peacock said to get the eyes in its tail feathers? Argus, a watchman with 100 eyes. Again, Tony.
13.
This is meteorology, Gary. A large high-pressure zone in the atmosphere with pressure diminishing from the centre outwards is called what?
An anticyclone.
A number, please?
Number 6.
Tony, the name, please, of the controversial Australian feminist whose book The Female Eunuch, published in 1970, is still her most famous work.
Germaine Greer.
A number, Tony?
11.
Paul, what title is held by the wife of a Maharaja?
Maharani.
A number, please, Paul?
6.
Aviation, Tony. BA is British Airways. What is BAA?
I don't know.
British Airports Authority. Again, please, Paul.
Number 8.
John, in which English county are Alnwick Castle, Bamborough Castle and Chillingham Castle?
Durham.
Next door, Northumberland. Again, please, Paul.
Number 14, please.
George, in which indoor game is Geet Sethi of India the new reigning world champion?
Squash.
Billiards. Again, please.
Number 15.
Nature, Andrew. What is the common name for the trees of the genus Acer?
Maple.
A number, please, Andrew.
Number 2.
Books, please, Judith. The Martian Chronicles, Fahrenheit 451, Something Wicked This Way Comes. The science fiction writer, please.
Dean Koontz, is it?
Ray Bradbury. Again, please.
5.
Industry, please, Brian. With the manufacture of what is the American Harvey Firestone associated?
Tyres, rubber.
Yes, a number, please.
Number 11.
Theatre, Paul. Every Man in His Humour, The Alchemist and Volpone. The dramatist was a contemporary of William Shakespeare. His name, please.
Ben Jonson.
A number, please.
7.
Chemistry, please, Derek. Which chemical element has the symbol Zr?
Zirconium.
A number, please, Derek.
15, please.
The Stanislavski method is a system of training in which profession?
Acting.
A number, please.
Number 1.
This is television, Sheila. Who are the two satirists who star in The Long Johns on Channel 4?
Is it John Sessions?
John Bird and John Fortune. Again, please, Andrew.
Number 8.
Which precious stone gives its name to a 60th wedding anniversary, John?
Ruby.
Diamond. Again, please.
10.
Business, please, David. What are TECs? T-E-Cs. TECs.
Colleges.
They're training and enterprise councils. Again, please, Andrew.
Number 4.
Universities, please, Jean. Betty Boothroyd, the Speaker of the House of Commons, is the Chancellor of which university?
Cambridge.
The Open University. Again, please, Andrew.
Number 12.
Still universities, Sue. Prince Charles is the Chancellor of which university?
Aberystwyth.
There is a university college at Aberystwyth, but Prince Charles is Chancellor of the University of Wales. Again, please, Andrew.
Number 1.
And Sheila, please. With 611 male and 82 female clergy, which diocese has the largest number of stipendiary clergy in Britain?
London.
Yes, a number, please.
13.
What is the name of the device in piston engines that converts the up and down motion of the pistons into a useful rotary motion?
Camshaft.
Crankshaft. Again, please.
Number 15.
Politics, please, Andrew. What name is given to the political doctrine of staying out of foreign disputes or alliances?
Non-alignment.
Well, the answer on my card said isolationism, but I'm sure that that's an acceptable answer, so yes.
Number 6.
Law, please, Tony. What term is used to refer to a person appointed to examine the books of accounts of a registered company and to report on them to the company members?
I can't remember.
The auditor. Again, please.
Number 7.
Isms and habits, please, Derek. Which habit, often performed unconsciously, is known as bruxism?
Biting the fingernails.
In the right direction, it's actually teeth grinding. Again, please, Andrew.
Number 8.
John, the name, please, of the Scottish bacteriologist who discovered penicillin.
Fleming.
Yes, Sir Alexander. A number, please.
14.
Museums, George. Which ethnographic museum in London is named after its founder, the head of the family tea firm? No. The Horniman. Again, please, John.
Number 1.
Radio. On which national radio station can you hear Richard Skinner, Graham Dean and Russon Jono?
Radio 4.
Virgin Radio. Again, please, another number.
Number 4.
Jean, what type of written composition might be termed an encomium?
A laudatory thing, praising someone.
Yes, a eulogy or any verse or prose written in praise.
Number 15.
Andrew, which 17th, 18th century French monarch was known as the Sun King?
Louis XIV.
A number, please.
11.
Paul, which philosophy takes its name from the porch in Athens from which the doctrine was taught? Stoicism. Again, please, Andrew.
14.
And still philosophy, George. What name is given to the doctrine associated with Godwin and Bakunin, which states that human communities can and should function without government?
No.
Anarchism. Anarchy. Again, please, Andrew.
12.
Geography, please, Sue. In which ocean are the Puerto Rico Trench, the South Sandwich Trench and the Romanche Trench?
Atlantic.
A number, please.
Number 7.
Derek, with which famous 18th century poem is the village of Stoke Poges in Buckinghamshire associated?
Gray's Elegy.
Yes, written in a church, country churchyard. A number, please.
15, please.
Andrew, computers. What term is given to the time interval between demanding a piece of information from a computer and receiving it?
Waiting.
Well, it is waiting, but it's called access time. Again, please.
4.
Asian capital cities. Ulaanbaatar is the capital city of which Asian country, Jean?
Mongolia.
A number, please.
Number 7.
Proverbs, Derek. Tell the truth and...
Shame the devil.
A number, please.
6, please.
In accounting or computing, what is meant by the abbreviation FIFO? F-I-F-O.
Something in, something out.
But what, Tony?
Figures?
No, it's first in, first out. Again, please, Derek.
12.
Medicine, please, Sue. What does an ergograph measure? Ergograph.
Heartbeat.
The work done by a particular group of muscles. Again, please.
5.
Awards and decorations. The Distinguished Service Cross may be awarded to all ranks for actions where specifically?
In the war.
I need where. That's at a certain time. Where in the war?
On active service.
No, it's specifically at sea, Brian. Another number, please.
4.
Jean, the Christian calendar indicates the present era by the letters AD. What letters are used by the Muslim calendar to indicate a date in the modern era?
BCA.
AH for Anno Hejera. As it needs to be, 12 down, 3 to go, and after the break, Derek Cousins from West Wickham in Kent, John Ainsworth from Prenton on Merseyside, and Andrew Clayton from Hay Mills in the West Midlands will be here for the final. Do please stay with us.
Enjoy the unique charm of Brendan Shine with 20 favourite songs of memories, of love,
when two lovers meet,
and classics.
I wanna stay with you.
A lovely new album, I Want to Stay With You, from Brendan Shine.
Otex eardrops help disperse hardened earwax and reduce the need for syringing. Ask your pharmacist for Otex.
Now the pain-killing power of Ibuleve is also harnessed in a spray. Ibuleve Spray. Pain relief for those hard-to-reach areas.
Verrucas and warts are easily spread, but new Bazooka Gel offers a clinically proven treatment with no need for plasters. So Bazooka that verruca.
I was taking a well-earned break when this kid came in. He was looking for a system that could handle all the grown-up stuff and the more serious business of games. The answer was Child's Play. An Escom P75 PCI with an Intel Pentium processor for under £1,000, with multimedia options from £117. All we had to do now was teach Mum and Dad how to use it. For the right system at the right price, get down to Escom.
It's very pleasant.
It's very creamy, I like it.
Have you taken up the Churnton Challenge yet?
Very keen on cheese. It's a nice taste, good texture.
Nice and light too.
But I'd definitely buy it.
Well, so many people are turning to Churnton's fresh taste and open texture. It's already making a big name for itself. I do like the creaminess.
Very nice.
It tastes nice with biscuits.
It's very Moorish.
One of the best cheeses I've tasted.
The cheesemakers are confident that when you compare it to your regular cheese after one taste, you'll turn to Churnton.
I'd buy it.
If you have brake problems, drive into your local QuickFit centre. Last year, QuickFit inspected and repaired more brakes than anyone else in the UK. Our highly trained brake specialists are qualified to work on virtually every car. And at QuickFit, a complete brake inspection is absolutely free. It's all part of our BrakeSafe service. BrakeSafe, yet another good reason for stopping at QuickFit.
DFS make you an offer that's years ahead of its time.
You get all the strengths of Britain's leading upholstery specialists. Plus, for the very first time, whatever you choose, it's yours free for 1 whole year. Take 4 years free credit and you pay nothing for 1 whole year. No deposit, no interest and no payments.
You pay not 1 penny till November 1996.
An offer from DFS.
Years ahead of its time.
Itchy, flaky scalp, relieved by T-Gel. Treat your scalp without mistreating your hair.
The 3 surviving contestants in today's 15-to-1 final are Derek Cousins, a headmaster from West Wickham in Kent, John Ainsworth, a civil servant from Prenton on Merseyside, and Andrew Clayton, an administrator from Haymills in the West Midlands.
Thank you. Welcome back. Derek, John, Andrew, fingers on the buzzers. Here we go. Which famous weekly publication is known by the initials BMJ? Andrew?
British Medical Journal.
Famous phrases. Not many people know that. Which British film actor? Andrew?
Michael Caine.
He is indeed. Philosophy. What in philosophy is known as the Golden Rule? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Sport. Why can the record 112-game match between the American players Pancho Gonzalez and... John?
Because they've introduced tie breaks at Wimbledon.
No. I was going to ask you specifically about the US Open, which is the only one of the 4 Grand Slam events in which the tie-break operates in every set. How did Captain John Alcock and Lieutenant Arthur Whitten... John?
First flight across the Atlantic.
Yes, first non-stop. In which range of mountains is the Roman Catholic shrine of Lourdes? The Pyrenees. Word combinations. Which nationality goes before the words dream, football and express? Andrew?
American.
3 correct answers. The choice is yours, Andrew. Question or nominate?
Question.
The history of Russia. Who was the Russian monk who exerted a disastrous influence over the Tsarina Alexandra?
Rasputin.
Question or nominate?
Question.
Only one Commonwealth country belongs to the European Union. Which country? The United Kingdom. Television. Fingers on the buzzers, please. Television. Amazon, Rhino, Vogue and Radar. John?
Gladiators.
Yes, New Gladiators. Question or nominate?
Question.
Food and drink. What name is given to the Spanish fruit cup based on red or white wine with added fruit and mineral water and sometimes a spirit?
Sangria.
Question or nominate?
Question.
Which 19th century German industrialist was known as the Cannon King?
Krupps.
Well, just one Krupp, Alfred Krupp.
Question.
Television. In her early 60s, Lois Laurel, who made her debut in Last of the Summer Wine on BBC One in September, is the daughter of a famous father. Who is her father, or was her father? Stan Laurel. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. Edmonton is the capital of which Canadian... John?
Alberta.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Derek.
Derek. Who is Hosni Mubarak?
He's the president of Syria.
Egypt. Again, please, John.
Nominate Andrew.
Food and drink. Gumbo and ladies' fingers are alternative names for which vegetable?
Okra.
Question or nominate?
Nominate John.
John, in the Sunday Times 1995 list of the 100 richest people in Britain, the Swedish-born brothers Hans and Gad Rausing head the list. With which everyday household item are they associated?
IKEA?
It's the Tetra Pak, milk cartons and things. Andrew, question or nominate?
Nominate.
Derek, television. The name, please, of the policeman played by Nick Berry in the series Heartbeat.
Name wouldn't be Hart, would it?
PC Nick Rowan. Again, please, Andrew.
Nominate.
Poetry, Derek. Rudyard Kipling. Oh, east is east and west is west. What comes next?
And never the twain shall meet.
Question or nominate?
Andrew, please.
Wales. Which town in Powys, renowned for its second-hand bookshops, hosts an annual literary festival?
Ross-on-Wye.
Hay-on-Wye. Again, please, Derek.
Andrew again, please.
Andrew, the Queen has 6 grandchildren. The first Christian names, please, of her 3 grandsons.
William. Harry. Philip.
Peter Phillips. Well, they were pretty tough, and John was particularly sharp on that buzzer, Derek.
Yeah, he beat me every time.
Well, let's put it like this. 11 is your present winning score. 1 life left, loads of questions left, 19. Let's see how far that 1 life is going to take you. You ready?
Yes.
On the same subject as the last question, the first Christian names of the Queen's 3 granddaughters are Beatrice, Eugenie and...
Zara.
Which 19th century Prime Minister shares his title and name with a type of tea?
Earl Grey.
A protractor measures what?
Angles.
With which sporting event was the broadcaster John Snagg associated for 50 years on radio and television?
The boat race, University boat race.
Yes, indeed. Who, according to folklore and Shakespeare, was the king of the elves and fairies?
Oberon.
The name of which now extinct creature is derived from 2 Greek words meaning terrible lizard?
Dinosaur.
Sports and clubs. In which Scottish town is the Royal and Ancient based?
St Andrews.
In cricket, when is a batsman said to be out for a golden duck?
When he's out first ball.
Yes, and not scoring, of course. Theatre. What in a theatre are referred to as the tabs?
They're the curtains.
Yes, they are, across the front of the stage. In which sport are there play positions called linebacker, safety and tight end?
American football.
English law. What term is used for the legal document by which a person changes their name?
A deep hole.
This is sport. What term can mean a shot in cricket, a shot in golf, a punch in boxing and in rugby to secure the ball from the scrum?
A hook.
Books, television and films. The title, please, of the book by Grace Metalius, an expose of life in a small New England town, later made into a film and a long-running American television series.
Peyton Place.
Business. What are Norweb, Manweb and Seaboard?
They are electricity companies.
They are. What was the first name of Dr. Spock, the child care expert?
Benjamin.
Which charity is known by the initials SCF?
Society for... Don't know.
Save the Children Fund.
Oh.
You have set some sort of a 15-to-1 record. Your 1 life earned you 150 points, and it's taken your 11 to 161. Position number equal 8th on the finals board, and a not bad chance of a place in the grand final, Derek. You'll have to sweat it out. Well done.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well done. Thank you. And we'll be back tomorrow.